Today we're taking a look at the StowAway2 Max Cargo hitch box, the accessory rack, and these 3 husky containers that I've got DIY attached here. I've got a cargo box so I can free up space inside of the van without adding height to the vehicle. I keep a low profile on this thing because it's set up to cover hurricanes, and I shelter in parking garages. And if you've got a tall van, you're not getting into a parking garage. So here's how I've been using this box for my hurricane. Traction pad. And I'll bring a kayak, and that'll go on the roof, and the paddles will go right in the box. I bring an electric folding bicycle that'll come out momentarily. An axe that I got to use last year on Interstate 10 down in Florida. A pair of extra tall boots. These are very important. And then I use this thing to prop up the cargo box door because of those red boxes on top. Those are my waders right there. Those are probably more important than the boots. They're like a superpower. And I'll bring 15 gallons of gas with me, which will get me in this vehicle 400 miles. So with that extra gas, I can go 800 miles in this thing at 60 miles an hour. It's an electric chainsaw. My battery went dead on it last year on I-10, so if you'd like to donate a gas chainsaw, that would be so helpful this year. A little teeny shovel, folding shovel, and then that's either pulley or squish. And here is my Swagtron folding bicycle, electric bicycle, and I'll do a demo video of that later. And then these husky boxes I DIY attached up here. The lids come completely off, or you can leave 2 of the sides click and they'll fold open and close. I've got these set up so that they can slide around. I can put things in between them or on the side. And I use these red boxes for trash, laundry, and bags of my own human waste. The accessory rack has a 15-pound weight limit, and so I chose these boxes because they were pretty light. And there are spots to put locks. Maybe you're not driving into hurricane disaster zones. Let's see what else will fit in here. Next, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of a cargo hitch box. The first downside is the vehicle is going to get longer. Another downside is that it will block your rear view camera, but you can add an aftermarket one. And if you find yourself driving on really steep or weird angles, you may find yourself scraping or bottoming out where the hitch is. Of course, for me, the #1 pro is that it doesn't add any vehicle height. Another pro is that your aerodynamics of your vehicle are preserved. This is my second cargo hitch box. Previously, I had a Thule transporter on a Kia Soul, but it was much smaller and flimsy in comparison to this StowAway Max. It was also less expensive. I sold that one and recouped a fair share of my initial investment. And if that's all your budget can handle, the Thule served me well and is now serving someone else. I have the swing arm hitch option on this StowAway system because of my butterfly back doors. But the passenger door on this van won't swing open all the way, and if I need it to stay open, I use a bungee cord to secure it. And if you're curious about how I attach these red husky boxes to the cargo rack, I use these little U-brackets, bolts, and these little washers and nuts. Here are some meteorology students from the University of Mississippi. This is in Sarasota, the day before Hurricane Ian made landfall, and that was about 90 miles south of Sarasota here. Here's the parking garage I'm sheltering in, and you can see why I need to keep a low profile.
You see the roof completely gone, rip off right here.
I mentioned earlier that I bring a kayak with me. When I come to a parking garage, that's when I just take it off the roof, and then I'll lock it up in a corner of the garage. And here are some photos I made during and in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian in Florida in 2022.